Hey, this is Epykk with the Chosen Prime, and today we'll be taking a look at GigaPower's HQ-03X. This is their weathered version of Guttur, and before we take a look at him, we'll take a look at his accessories. Here's his rifle, which is mostly painted and also weathered. His missile, which is also painted and weathered. And his sword, which is painted and weathered. And of course, you get the G1 toy inspired armor pieces and a brand new face sculpt. Speaking of faces, look at the snarl on this guy. That is a very characteristic snarl. Definitely living up to his name. But yeah, you get the weathered effects, the details, and the wash, same as before on Grassor. So everything is vibrant and the details really shine through. Everything looks really good on this. So yeah, this is number 2 of 5, and we will be continuing on until we get all 5. Before we get into articulation, I just wanted to point out that just like on Grassor, the head sculpt does not have a light up gimmick. As you can see there's only a place for the ball joint, but there's no way to swap out the eyes or, the faceplate or anything like that. It's one complete head sculpt separate from that head sculpt. It's the same head sculpt actually, but unfortunately there's no way to, get the blue eyes on this one. Also, the missile, if you want to use this, you can put it on his arm and it just pegs in the hole in his arm. And for Dino mode, this of course is his leg. So if you want that look, you can go ahead and put that on there as well. So for the articulation, this is a new head sculpt, so it's a little bit more limited in articulation than the original. The head can only move up just very slightly, and also there's barely any quizzical tilt. You can get the full 360 rotation side to side, but if you wanted to, I guess you can pull this piece forward, use the transformation hinge, and have him look down a little bit like that, if you want to do that. Or you could also just pull the ball joint up halfway, and then you should be able to get a little bit more articulation like that. For the shoulders though, they are still ratcheted out to the side, a little past 90 degrees, and of course full 360 on the rotation. The elbows still bend 90 degrees on a ratchet, and the hands are the same. They still swivel, of course, and the fingers are individually articulated there, so you can see the nice weather effect on those two. The chest panels do open up to reveal some circuitry and details inside. A little bit of weathering inside there on both sides, and then the translucent piece here in the middle, you can see the circuitry behind that as well, and it's nicely painted. The waist is on a tight swivel, so you can get full range there. The hip skirts, the front skirts, side and back also are able to get out of the way, so you can get the legs forward about 90 degrees, back pretty close to 90 degrees, and out to the side just past 90 degrees. The knee has the transformation hinge, so if you want to use that, and also you can kick the knee back about 90 degrees. The ankle can tilt using this hinge here, and there's also that same sort of hinge on the toe, so you can use those together and get a really nice ankle tilt. And you also get a up and down movement on the toe as well, and also on this part of the toe that can move up and down. So yeah, lots of really good articulation and movement on a very great looking figure. If you're interested in this comparison, here he is next to Fans Toys FT06 Sever, so a little bit taller than Sever. And here he is in his Dino mode. So here we get a good look at the details, the paint scheme that GigaPower is going for with the weather details and everything. It still shows through, of course, in the Dino mode. And it looks really, really good. And again, you can see those scales. Looks like he's definitely been putting them to use. So again, same as Grassor, this version of Guttur is limited to about 400 pieces, and we do have it in stock at the Chosen Prime. So if you're interested, please go to thechosenprime.com and pick yours up. And while you're there, go ahead and pick up Grassor. So this is Epykk with the Chosen Prime, and have a good day.